Correct call, but the president is also facing questions from his critics on Capitol Hill, asking if the United States carried out the assassination without authorization from Congress, potentially bringing this country to the brink of an all-out war.
Kira, thanks. Joining us now is ABC News Chief Global Affairs Correspondent Martha Raddatz. Now, Martha, you were on the ground in Iraq with Soleimani not too long ago. What was his presence like there?
Well, when ISIS was taking over towns in Iraq, Soleimani would often be seen in Iraq, traveling back and forth between Iran and Iraq to help lead the fight, these Iranian-backed militias against ISIS. He was a very strong but very mysterious presence in Iraq. He was not high profile by any means, but people certainly knew he was there and certainly knew what he was doing in trying to defeat ISIS. But I will also say that his presence was felt throughout the war there because he was responsible for the deaths of many Americans. And I heard soldiers and generals and everyone talk about that and what the Iranians had done and the Iranian weapons that were present in Iraq and targeting American troops.
So clearly this is a victory tonight then for the Trump administration. But I would imagine that Iran will have a response, yes?
I think it's almost certain Iran will have some sort of response, even given what we've heard from them this evening in tweets, and that the United States in some way will pay for this. I think the important thing here to look at in any kind of Iranian response is whether they take credit for it. Remember with the attacks earlier this year on the Saudi oil fields and the drone attacks, they talked about the drone, but they did not talk about the Saudi oil fields. They did not take responsibility for those attacks. In fact, the foreign minister of Iran told me in person.
Hey man, how are you?
Hey, what's up, man?
Can I show you a trick?
Yeah, go ahead.
You see these cards? Okay, so now I'm going to show you a trick. A great magic trick. Okay, so here's a card. See, cards. They're here. Gone. Wait, it's not over yet. Wait. Ta-da! Ta-da! Why would you do that?
Because you're a freak.
This is exactly how I imagined it. My life is nothing but a comedy. You see, comedy is subjective. Don't you all agree? All of you? The system knows so much. It's you all who decide what's right or wrong. In the same way, you decide what's funny or not. Everyone is awful these days. Awful enough to make anyone crazy. Why so serious?
I've been a puppet, a pauper, a pirate, a poet, a pawn and a king. I've been up and down and over and out. And I know one thing. Each time I find myself flat on my face, I pick myself up and get back in the race. That's life. I tell you, I can't deny it.